My world is completely shattered. I don't think I'll ever get over them. All I can do is think about that person. I don't think anything will ever be the same. Seriously, you're under the impression that life will never be normal or you're going to be heartbroken forever because this person left you or you left them or there was a bad breakup. Let me hold your hand when I say this. Actually, I'm not even going to hold your hand because you don't need this. It gets better. You will heal if you give yourself the time to heal. Just give yourself that time because I promise you things do get better. And the reason you're under this impression, oh my world is completely shattered, is because you made that person your world. When in reality, you never make somebody else your entire life. You don't revolve your life around them. You make them a part of your life because that's what they are. They add to your life. They are not your whole life. Please get this straight. Your life should be all about you. If this person comes or goes, they're an extra character. They are not the main character. You are the main character of your life, and you do not need this person being or not being there to affect your life so much. There is a light at the end of every tunnel. It may take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, a year, but it will get better. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know like the beginning was slightly intense, but it was for a reason, more so कि तुम्हें realize हो कि like do not worry. I will be sharing with you what helped me and generally what I think will definitely work for you if you're going through a breakup, because trust me, it's not the end of the world. You will get out of it. And if you follow these steps, I'm pretty sure you will be emotionally out of it immediately and no more in your heartbroken era. So if you're interested, keep on watching. Also, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's go. Let's just imagine we're on FaceTime right now and discussing whatever situation it is that you're going through and get to the root of this problem. I don't know who made this rule of like you need to get under someone to get over someone. False. Don't do it. It is a scam. It is going to do nothing but add more problems to your life. I promise you that. When you're emotionally attached to someone, let's say you were dating someone or it was a situationship, you were emotionally attached to this person. Do you really think you getting under someone is going to fix anything? No, it's going to just add more problems to your life. And later down the line, you're going to regret this and it's going to be a mistake. Why would you do that to yourself? Again, it's a temporary fix. And honestly, more than a fix, it's causing and multiplying your problems. So what you really need to work on is that emotional state that you are in and fix that. And how do you do that? Exactly. Let me help you. Crying. Trust me, tears are your best friend. At this situation, it's the most healing and the most therapeutic form of healing. I can't stress this enough, but it's really, really important because when you keep your emotions in, they keep building up until you explode. What happened with me was when I was going through my breakup, I had joined this modeling course. And this modeling course, obviously in any course, you need to be very prim and proper. You need to be at your freaking best. And so I could not cry. During the breakup I was going through, I was not able to cry and express my emotions. I would give myself 5 to 2 minutes every night just to cry a little so I could get through the next day. And my mental state wasn't the best. I was going through it. I didn't think I would ever get out of it. But guess what? Once I gave myself the time to heal and genuinely cry about anything and everything, the tension it released from me and the peace that it gave me, because I was not keeping it in. I cried, and I truly got over it. You are going to be so grateful that you cried now rather than later. This one's a little basic, but I can't stress enough how important it is to cut contact and block them. Why aren't you doing that in the first place? I know it's hard because you've had this connection with them and it's really hard to like just let it go. But let it go, because trust me, once you have like this lingering hope that, oh, we could ever get back together, I don't know, let's see, you will stay in that delusion forever. Now, a lot of people are under the impression, oh, she blocked me, she cares about me so much, I affect her so much. No, by blocking them, you're blocking them because they don't matter. Their existence, their pictures, none of it matters to you. And you specifically need to stop messaging them saying hi or like any small talk that you're trying to do with them. Stop that. When you aren't contacting with that person, you will always think that there is something. Even if you don't, it's giving them a little bit of a boost of an ego, like, oh, she's so obsessed with me, even when you aren't. What they've only done is made you miserable, cry, and put you through hell. Block them on social media, block their number, block them on anything that they could contact you on, even email for that matter. Stop speaking to them. Whatever dependence or attachment you have to them, you will slowly lose, and ultimately you'll realize more than love or that liking towards them, it was the attachment that made you stay with them for so long. And once that attachment is over, like, a lot of things come into place. Like, you'll realize that, oh shit, I maybe never loved or liked this person. It was just attachment and I was so used to them. Also, do me a favor and delete their pictures, because if you keep looking through their pictures, you're probably going to reminisce or sochoge ki, oh, it was really fun with this person. Wow, I love them so much. It was so good. Stop holding on to those memories that do not matter and are never going to come back. Stop holding on to the delusion ki, haan, ek din hum wapas honge. It's fine. I shouldn't delete it. Delete it. For your own mental sake, delete it. And they shouldn't hold a space in your phone. Firstly, what the frick? And honestly, I understand it, because for the longest time, I had pictures, and thing is, I wouldn't look through my gallery. I was least interested. I was never scrolling up. It did not matter. More so, I didn't want to look at those pictures because I was disgusted by them. But I had to obviously delete them eventually, so I did, and just do it so you don't have to later go through those pictures and delete them, because it's gonna make you want to throw up. If you are still in that headspace that you want to get back with them, delete those pictures right now. It's not going to happen. I am telling you right now, you are not going to get back with that person, and you better not, no matter how much they come crawling back later after putting you to the hell. No, I will literally come there and give you the biggest smack on your face if you go and speak to that person. I'd say another really fun activity to do is make a pros and cons list, because trust me, while you're making that list, the pros may be 3 things and the cons list will go on and on and on, and you will also be like, what was I doing the last 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 months, 3 months? I'm trying over this, really. So do make a pros and cons list, because it will add a lot of perspective into your life and make you realize a lot of things that you probably weren't looking at. The red flags will be waving at you and you have been ignoring it because you've been blind. I understand you were under this love spell or delusion, or they've gaslit and manipulated you. But once you make that list, when you see it on paper, it's a different thing. Tumhare dimag mein, when you're creating these lists, you're like, whatever. But once you see it in front of you, the good versus the bad. Also, while you're at it, it's going to be a little painful, but revisiting old memories or old fights that you've had. Once you're out of like that relationship and under that spell ki, oh, I want this relationship to work, I want to fix it, you will stop looking at making excuses, or whatever excuses that you've made during the relationship, you'll stop, because now that it's over, you have no reason to make excuses for whatever actions your partner has made. So once you revisit these old fights, you'll think of like logically or like in an objective manner ki, acha, this person did this, I reacted like this, but what should I have reacted like? Like, was that okay? Was it crossing a boundary? Was it crossing a line? Was it okay? And that's when you will realize that most of the relationship you were just blind. You're crying now to get over them, but in your relationship when you were crying, if it was not the best relationship, being put through hell, can you imagine yourself going through it again? While we're on this space of like revisiting old memories or old fights, now do me a favor and imagine yourself. Would you be able to live with this for the rest of your life? Like the person that you were with, the fights that you were going through, the negative parts, whatever it was that you were dealing with, BS basically. Would you be able to live with that for the rest of your life? Now stop being delusional and thinking, oh, I love them so much, I'm going to be with them, it's fine, I can fix them. No, you can't. You're not Bob the Builder. You may have daddy, mommy issues or whatever it is. We all go through a lot of shit and we want someone to be there and fix us the way that we fix people. But you need to realize that not everybody deserves it. So now, objectively, think of this realistically for your own well-being. Can you deal with someone who's putting you through hell for the rest of your life? And that is your answer. If you can't, which is most likely, because I promise you, anybody in your life will never be supportive of that. Like if you want to go back to a person who's left you the first time, it's never going to be the same. Surround yourself with friends that will uplift you, get your mind off of that person, but at the same time, someone you can talk to about that person so they can knock some sense into you. Because I'm trying, but I'm sure they know the situation better and can do better. Surround yourself with positivity. And if you do not have like friends, go on Reddit, go online and talk to people about it, because there are people every single where, and you are going through a rough patch right now, which is probably why you're watching this video. But I can promise you, like pinky promise, things will get better. When I was in that headspace, I never thought I would get out of it, but I would imagine myself 6 months down the line. Would I be still crying over it? Probably not. So thinking of the fact that I would be doing better was my motivation to actually get better and get to that space. They do not matter. You are the most important person. You're perfect, amazing, beautiful, and my favorite thing in the world. And if this video helped you in any way, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.